Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, Making Performance Achievable. Here I simplify and give tips on how to achieve a high level of performance by an individual, teams, and organization. I request you all to see till the end so that you do not miss any of the important takeaways. I thank all my viewers for the excellent and encouraging response that my introductory video received. In my introductory video, we discussed how alignment helps us to achieve high levels of performance in an organization. In this video, we try to identify what differentiates and predicts superlative performers. And during this episode, I will encourage you to identify how do the superlative performers work and what do they do. We will henceforth call this the how and what of work. To thrive in this world, we need to continuously learn. So we will also try to identify or at least get some pointers as to what do we really need to keep learning to stay ahead of the competition and be a superlative performer in an organization. Hence, the two questions are: first, can you identify how you do and what you do at work accurately so as to replicate it for success? And second, what is it that you need to learn to be able to be in the Superlative Performance League? At this point, I will request you to list your answers to the above questions. If required, stop the video for a minute or two and do this exercise. But in case you are very clear on these two questions, you are free to go ahead with the rest of the video. People generally believe they can accurately identify the how and what of the work they do. But researchers surprisingly find that what people identify as the how and what they do at work has very little in common with the how and what of work they actually do. Most of us, including me, believe that we are all good performers, which is good and it is right. At some point in our lives, and at many points, in fact, in many cases, we have achieved great performance. The question we need to ask is, are we consistent enough for us to be happy and to stay in the Super Performers League? If not, why? And what do you think we can do about it? We have all tried to identify at some point or other what has got us the success that we had so far in our careers. And this lesson in what brings us success is also very important in our personal life. So what really differentiates the superlative performers from the rest in the organization? What research shows is that while intellectual intelligence and technical expertise are necessary for performance, it is emotional competencies, also known as emotional intelligence, that differentiates top performers from others in the organization. Hence, if any person wants to break into the Superlative Performance League, he or she will have to master these competencies, which again means consistently display the same in the work setting. In a world where the speed of change is continuously increasing, these abilities, which are called emotional competence, have a direct impact on performance. Research has shown over the last 20 years that in case of an individual performer, that is an employee to whom nobody reports, 60% of job performance impact comes from these emotional competence. For the leaders, as you might have already guessed, this goes up to a minimum of 80% impact on the work that they do. Some of the abilities that come under these competencies are adaptability, achievement orientation, ability to work with teams, ability to work with differences, empathy, which is very important to understand your environment so that you do things which are required by your team and your organization. So all of these and such other abilities which form a part of emotional competence is absolutely essential. These abilities are differentiating, and over time researchers have found that they identify and predict performance in employees. The superlative performers in any organization have these abilities, or they have rather mastered it over a period of time, which allows them to keep delivering that result again and again. First, we summarize emotional intelligence as being critical to achieve superlative performance in organizations or in our workplace. Second, we identified emotional intelligence as the underlying characteristics that allow us to achieve superlative performance. Third, we saw that researchers have shown that emotional intelligence is the true and accurate predictor of performance of any person. As we grow in our life and in our job responsibilities, the need is to expand and deepen the mastery of our emotional competencies. We need The question then comes is what and how does the performance management framework we use in organizations help us in any way? My experience shows that the performance management framework is successful only when we use it in tandem with the intellectual intelligence, technical expertise, and the emotional competence framework. As we saw earlier, all three are needed for us to perform at a high level. I would request all of you to reflect where you stand vis-a-vis the emotional competencies required for your job. In the next few episodes, we will explore the performance management framework that we have in organizations and how we can use and harness them. I thank all my viewers for watching the full episode. Thank you. Stay safe in these corona times and meet you next weekend.